Hello, 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 hello. How are you doing? Happy Sunday. Welcome to our weekly Sunday parenting gathering where we come together to talk about different issues of parenting. One of you, I mean a parent, because this gathering is for parents or those who wish to become parents, but I believe it's for adults. So I'm one of you, a parent, a mom, yeah, in this journey with you, trying to be better version of ourselves, trying to be more intentional in our parenting journey. I am, apart from being one of you, I am also an early childhood educator, a trained guidance counselor, a seasoned parenting coach, and the founder, Global Initiative for Proper Parenting, and also the founder, the Parents Academy. The Parents Academy, who are they? The Parents Academy, it's an academy, 6 months academy for parents, whether you are living with your spouse, you are a divorcee, you're a single parent, you are widowed, as long as even teachers, caregivers, as long as you have children under your care, our doors are open. You are invited to be a home hero. A home hero is someone who is in the Parent Academy. And what does it take to be there? Just 30,000 naira only. People all over the world are free to join because cohort one is going on. We have some people in the UK in there. So anybody can join because it's a virtual academy. And the second cohort will be starting on July 1st. So our doors are still open. You can join in, you can pay instrumentally from now till the ending of June. And by 1st July, you'll be inducted to become a home hero. Okay, without further much ado, today we are going to talk about financial literacy for families. Before I continue, if you are if you are here seeing this face for the first time, please hit the subscription button because it means you've not subscribed. Or if you've been watching uh, this channel, watching videos, getting values, and you've not subscribed, uh-uh, what's happening? Just hit that subscription button. That's an encouragement for this ministry. Remember, you are not paying. So the least you can do to contribute is just hit the subscription button, click like on the video, and share if you ever got value or you've gotten values in any of my teachings, okay? Do that. Thank you. All right, so let's continue. Financial literacy for families, helping parents teach money management skill. Um, did I introduce myself? Okay, I am Mmokoye. It's already showing on the screen. I am Mmokoye, counselor, parenting coach. That's all. Okay, so today we're going to look at financial literacy for families. It's an important thing that we talk about financial literacy. Why? Today, children of today are so much into money. Those of you who listened last week, you remember the story I told about the twins. I talked to it, I interviewed them. One wanted to be an actress, the other wanted to be a filling station. If you missed that story, go back. You will see the webinar of last week, teaching responsibility. Go and watch that video. You get all that gist. I'm not repeating it in this video, okay? So today's children, they're after money, and that's why we are seeing a lot of them going into yahoo hookup and all that. I have sat down to analyze the problem. I've discussed with lots of them, I mean the children, the teenagers, the young adults, and I discovered that the greatest problem is financial illiteracy. A lot of us, we are financially, a lot of us, not all of us, we are financially illiterate, especially those of us who do not work in the banking sector or financial sector. But then, as we are growing, we now see the need to go and learn some of these things. Someone like me, I actually invested time learning about finances so that I will not be a financially literate, but rather a financial literate. It's very important for every parent because this is a skill you have to learn, acquire, pass to your children, and down to your children's children. Now, sometimes you need to start thinking like the millionaires. Yeah, it's not about the amount of money in your bank account. That doesn't make you a millionaire. It's being rich. It's all about the wisdom you have, the values you have, the potentials you have, your ability to keep moving one step at a time to keep getting better. And you need to keep learning every day. Be committed to daily learning. For example, myself, since 2025, I told myself every day I must learn something new. And one of the things I'm committed to learning this year is financial literacy. Who doesn't like money? Who doesn't need money? We all need money. Money matters. Money matter. It's very important about the money. We all need it. Okay, so financial literacy for families. So here I'm going to train the parents who will equally train their children, helping parents teach money management skill. Okay, so our lecture begins. Remember, I always say this lecture 30 minutes, 45 minutes max. I don't always like to exceed 45 minutes so that we just grab our points, put it into practice, and move on with whatever things we want to do. All right. Welcome to Financial Literacy for Families. Thank you for joining. Today's goal is to empower you to confidently teach your kids money skills. Financial literacy starts at home. Let's build strong habits together. Join me in this journey. Let's go. I hope you are ready. I am Mmo Okoye, an early childhood educator, a guidance counselor, and a seasoned parenting coach. Welcome to the class. I hope you are ready. Are you with your writing materials? If you're in class, you need to be with your writing materials. Is it because it's webinar? Go get your writing material, Joe. All right. If you are watching after the replay, just pause it, get your writing material because you need to make reference to that every now and then. Okay? All right. My husband is he said proudly home Miracle CEO Global Initiative for Proper Parenting. Yeah, he's a co-founder of Global Initiative for Proper Parenting. All right. Why teach kids about money? Why is it important that we teach kids about money? Money builds lifelong habits of responsibility and independence. Yeah, the reason it's important to teach kids about money, they need to have lifelong habits of responsibility and independence. Some people, when they send their children to school, there is no amount of pocket money you give them that will ever be enough. They tend to squander, they tend to spend anyhow. This is because we did not start early to build money responsibility inside them. And some will always like to borrow no matter what, they must borrow. It's because there's something missing in the financial aspect of their training. You did not intentionally train them to have this responsibility and independence. Oh, Francisca is here. Francisca said proudly a home hero. Welcome, Francisca. Yeah, my home heroes are coming in one after the other. Welcome. Glad to see you in class. In fact, every home hero should be in this class because this is part of the reasons we have the academy. I said two things I want to achieve. One, mental stability of the parents and financial stability. So this topic about finances is a must for every home hero because when we can be able to continue the conversation in class. Welcome, Francisca. Thanks for coming. So why do we need to teach kids about money? To instill confidence in decision making. When you teach them about money from the early stage, they'll have confidence in decision making. It also helps financially literate kids will equal to or amount to financially resilient adults. Now, a child who is financially literate will hardly go into the wrong way of making money, like the Yahoo we talk about, using my body to get what I want. The only people who do that are those who are financially illiterate, those who don't even know jack about finances. Now, there's a video I was watching from Koskaris. We all know about Koskaris. If you don't know about Koskaris, go and Google about him. Is a big name in the vehicle industry. So a video I was watching about him, he said something that struck me, that wealth, in fact, he said cash is the last level of wealth. So when you are talking about being wealthy, cash is the last level. He said you must have character, you must have values you want to exchange to get that cash. You must also have integrity because without integrity, that cash will not come to you. That you must also have a, you must be credible, credibility. Then you will also associate yourself with people who have values. There's a way he said it. I can't really quote him exactly, but these are the things he said. He now said that cash is the last level of wealth. So if you actually want to build wealth in your children, start by building character, build values, give them values they can exchange for money. That's why we talk about skills. So values they can exchange for money. Now we are in the digital era. In the next 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, what skills will be high in demand in the market? There are some skills that are getting obsolete, is no longer needed now. Now, are you preparing your children, giving them those values they can exchange for money? Even you as a parent, what values do you have that you can exchange for money? That is where the world is going now, and you need to prepare your children for that. For those of you who will be in the cohort 2.0, we are going to make it a duty to learn every day. I mean, learn every day, so that, and every holiday, our children must have a skill they will learn, because we need to prepare them. This is part of the financial literacy we are talking about. And as we are building character, you are also helping them. Remember, your first class can get you a job, but it's only a character that can sustain that job. Your first class can put you in to be the manager of a company, but it's only your character, the values you have to dish out, your integrity, that will maintain that position for you and even earn more money for you. So these are the things we as parents, we need to be intentional about them. So that's why I say financially literate kids are financially resilient adults. A lot of adults do not know jack about finances, but it's affecting them. It's not their fault, because they were not given this. So don't do same for your children. Our parents didn't know all about this, but now you know about it. Give it to your children, and your children will give it to their children and their children's children. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, now, what kids can learn at each stage, ages 3 to 6. The first thing, identifying coins. And also, why I said coins, this program is being watched by a lot of people from different countries. In Nigeria, we are no longer using coins, but in some other countries, like in UK, they're still using their pence. In USA, they're still using their cents, and some other countries. So when I say coins, I'm talking about generally, globally. Um, so your children should identify coins. For those of us in Nigeria, your children should identify the naira. Yeah, understanding wants versus needs. Is not there. Your child should not see money as, immediately I get 5 naira, I should go and buy biscuits. Immediately I get 10 naira, I should go and buy sweet. That's a wrong teaching of money. Let your children learn to differentiate between wants and needs. In fact, the way I train my children today, there's something, if you tell them, what do you want to buy, you hear them say, if you talk about maybe biscuits, chocolates and all that, you hear them say eat and forget. So they now know the difference between eat and forget and want. So it's one of the things we learned, differentiating between wants and needs. And that's why my children today, they do more of saving their money. I'll save my money to buy this, I'll save my money to buy this. So they now differentiate that. So it's not something I started today, it's something that was built over the years gradually. So from 3 to 6 years, let your children be able to identify coins, identify the notes for us in Nigeria that are not using coins. So from ages 7 to 12, let your children learn about earning allowance. You can give them maybe 50 naira for those of us in Naira. For those of you outside Nigeria, you can give like $1, $2, depending on your income. Just give that child, find out what the child wants to do with that money. Even from that 7 to 12, start teaching them about savings, saving goals. Even this piggy bank and all that, they can use it, be putting their small coins and small notes inside them, and you'll be like, okay, we are going to open it in December. When we open it, to use it to buy this and all that. Then there's another mistake our parents made, which Personally, I'm not making it in my house. One, when we were growing up, if people give our children money, we take it, spend it. And when our children say, mom, when we, because we are the children, then when we say, mommy, that my money, your mommy or your dad will say, are you not eating in the house? Am I not paying your school fees and all that? For goodness sake, feeding your children, paying the fees is your responsibility. In fact, is not even a privilege for the child. It's the child's right that you should feed your child, pay for school fees. So if you see it as a privilege for the child, then you are not worthy to be a parent. It's the child's right to be fed 3 times a day, even in between, pay the school fees is the child's right. So you as a parent blackmailing the child with are you not eating? That's not, you are not helping the child to learn proper management of money. And that's why a lot of us today, we spend on impulse. Once the money comes, we want to buy the latest hair, want to buy the latest car, because we were not groomed, we were not trained on money management. And also, you are losing your trust on your children. You're also teaching your children to eat other people's money. There are little things we do, we end up giving our children the wrong teaching. And that's why today a lot of people are not trustworthy with money. They can comfortably eat and spend people's money. Remember what I always say about the human brain. A child's brain is empty. The child came to this world with empty brain. What you constantly put in that brain is what the child will grow up with, and that's what the child will see as normal or abnormal. So when you are eating the child's money, blackmailing that child with are you not eating, the brain will record and register it. It will go to the subconscious mind of the child, and it will be like, oh, I can eat people's money, find manipulative words to cover up. That's what you are doing. But you don't know. You are trying to do muzzle as a mother or as a father. That's what you are doing. But that is a wrong training. So your children's money should be kept. Let there be accountability. Your money, okay, auntie gave you 5,000 naira. From 5,000, you've spent 2,000, is remaining 1,000. What did you use it to do? Accountability. Accountability, it helps a lot in the long run. Even my child that is in university now, when I give her pocket money, no matter what, she manages it, and she can account for how she spent each of them. Oh, mommy, I used 1 naira to do this, I used 2 naira to, she's ready to give you account of how she spent it. It's not something that I started now she entered university. It's something that was built over the years. So our parents didn't do better because they did not know well. They didn't know better. If they had known, they would have done better. Now you know, please do better, so that we have more people with integrity, more people who are credit worthy, more people who are responsible, who can maintain relationships without eating or spending other people's money, more people who will manage based on their needs, based on their income, instead of borrowing to live a flamboyant lifestyle. As I am now, whatever I don't have the money for, I don't crave for it. As I am now, if I check my bank account now, I cannot afford fried rice and chicken. I can never crave for it because I know I don't have the money. Even if I have other people's money, I can never touch it because I don't see it as my money. I see it as people's money. So I can never use it for something I don't have the money for. If I need to buy hair and I don't have money for that hair, I rather weave my hair with my natural hair, or even tie hair tie when I'm going out. Like you see some women go to salon, do make their hair, fix nails, do all of that. Bill will be like 10,000, 50,000. They don't have the money. They will not owe the salon person. That's wrong. And sometimes your children are seeing all these things. You are modeling poor financial management in that children. So financial literacy is very, very important in parenting. And that is why our children are ready to do anything. I mean, anything just to get the money, because the financial foundation is very, very poor, very weak. If the foundation is weak, the house will crash. That is what we are seeing in today's children. It started from our age. Our parents didn't manage it well, and we are what we are today, and we are passing same to our children. But for you who is listening to this, please do better. Then at teenage years, teach them budgeting, banking, credit basics, avoiding debt traps. I think I've touched all of that when I was talking about 7 to 12 years. Then also, you can also be giving them like what I do to my children. I'll tell them, if you get English and maths A's, you have so amount of money. So they will also know that when you work hard, you earn. So when they get those A's and B's on the key subjects, I will now give them the stipulated amount. It could be any amount. 20 naira, 50 naira, 100 naira. Don't go and do pass yourself. You know your income, you know yourself, but make sure you give something. You are teaching that child, when you work hard, you earn. And that money your child is earning, you tell the child, save it. Okay, you want to buy croc slippers, save this money towards buying that croc slippers. Okay, you want to buy a wristwatch, save this money towards buying that wristwatch. They are learning it. They will not know the difference between wants and needs. The other time, my child was very careless that she lost her calculator. I bought a calculator, she lost it. I told her, I'm not replacing it. You have your money. Use your money and replace it. I intentionally did that so that she will know that, oh, let me be saving in case something like this comes up. I can use my savings. And she used that money to buy that calculator. And that one she used that money to buy, do you know that one is still there, untouched, unscratched, still very new. She's now valuing money because this one is her savings, and she knew how she got it, small, small, small. So for her to use it to buy the calculator, she was now very careful with that calculator. So these are little things we can do to teach our children things about finances. Remember, today we're talking about financial literacy for families, helping parents teach money management skills. I am your coach, Mma Okoye, a trained guidance counselor. Okay, as we talk, if you had that experience with your parents, drop it on the comment section. If your parents ever told you, are you not eating in this house, or you are also doing that to your children, or you start confessing your sin, today is Sunday. Come to the comment section and drop it there, and also tell us what you do better. Okay, now we are going to the next slide. We are already on the next slide though. Turning daily life into money lessons. If you are an intentional parent, every opportunity is time for you to teach. That reminds me, 2 days ago, 16th May, was International Day of the Boy Child. How many of you knew it was International Day of the Boy Child? How many of you celebrated your boys, your sons? Did you hug them? I didn't say go and buy this and that. Simple hugging, patting them at the back, pecking them, talking with them, as having conversation with them as boys is enough. If you've not done that, immediately after this class, please go and do that. Tell them that the world celebrated International Day of the Boy Child, and celebrate your sons. These are little things we need to be doing. That's just away from what we are saying. But then let's continue. So turning daily life into money lessons. Why I brought in that, I just wanted to bring in the aspect that we use, if you're an intentional parent, you use every opportunity to teach different things for the upkeep and growth of your children. That's why as a parent, you need to be committed to daily learning. Make sure every day, don't let 24 hours pass without you learning something new. You can say, okay, financial literacy, I want to learn about it. You learn one thing every day. There are so many things about it. There are YouTube videos, there are lots of things about it. For those of you, my home heroes, if there are extra things you want to learn about financial literacy, go to the academy, drop it there. I'll give you every information you need, every extra teaching you need about financial literacy. Okay, grocery shopping here. Remember, I said this particular webinar is not strictly for Nigerians, it's for everybody, because we have people watching from UK, US, and all that. So we use a general term, grocery shopping. For us here, going to market, or even going to supermarket and all that, all of them are grocery shopping. So when you are going, you can go with your children. Let them watch you compare prices. Let them watch you see that when you price the first one, you price the second one, the difference in the prices makes you know what to pick, and at the same time pick quality and all of that. Let them watch you go to market, buy things and price things. Budgeting, involve them in budgeting. Very important. You know, some of our parents, especially the unenlightened one, while growing up, they hardly discuss money issues with children. They're like, oh, if you talk about money, you are going to teach them to steal and all that. For me, my parents involved us in budgeting of the family. My parents involved us in financial discussion of the family. In fact, we by the time I got to SS3, I knew my dad's from SS1. I knew my dad's salary, I knew my mom's salary, and they will call us, oh, salary has come, because my dad was a senior civil servant, my mom was a headmistress. Salary has come, we'll sit down, talk about it. This person, what do you have to say? This is the amount. How do you manage it to go around, carry us for the month and all that? Everybody bring your contribution. Even our last one say, come, say your own. Even when they were about to retire, 4 years to their retirement, they called us. We are about to retire. Our retirement, gratuity will come so time, pension will come so time. Before then, what can the family do to sustain everybody? So when it comes to finance, though my dad studied business admin in USA, so maybe I think that was why we had that kind of family setting. And I'm doing same with my children. So all this, don't tell them about money. No, what my parents did helped us. Even my siblings, everybody is doing very well when it comes to finances. When it comes to finances, financial literacy is very, very important. It's not something you say, don't talk about it. No, involve the children in some of those things. One, when your children know your financial level, they will know what to demand from you. When you hide it, they'll be expecting that you have millions. Meanwhile, you have just maybe 100,000. So it also helped us when they give us that pocket money, we're able to manage it and even appreciate them. We're like, oh, this is daddy's salary, this is mommy's salary, and they're able to give us this. Your children will learn to appreciate what you're giving them. And all these things people do when we are growing up, you say, eco deal. Those of you in Igbo, I don't know how to say the eco deal. So people will be like, if a textbook is 5,000, you tell your parents it's 10,000, something of that nature. Personally, I didn't do that because I know my parents' pocket. So why will I try to add extra money for them? So I'm even appreciating them for what they're giving me. So these things help. So I involve like saving for toys. I mentioned this, saving for games, setting goals and delaying gratification. That chocolate your child wants to buy, like my children will always say, eat and forget. Your children can say eat and forget and save that money to buy games. And my children prefer to use their money to buy something they will see, that anytime they're using it, they'll be like, oh, that money I saved, this is what I use it for. Train your children in that way. It will help them when they grow up. They will learn to invest in buying properties, buying assets instead of liabilities. This is what happens when you train your children in this way. Then house chores. There are things they will do. Maybe you tell them to clean the house, like in my house, every Saturday, everybody has a portion, do your cleanup very well. Maybe one of the Saturdays you come back and they do exceptionally well, you can give them money. It's not that anytime they do house chores you give money. No, when you do that, any day you don't give money, they will not do the house chores. It's just once in a while you appreciate them. Oh, you have been wonderful children. This week you didn't make me to talk. This week you were just doing things without me telling you. Oh yeah, take two naira, $2, 1 pounds, take it. They'll be happy. So when they get that money, they will understand the value of work. When you work and do your work well, you will earn. That's what you're teaching them. The brain will assimilate that, and every time the brain wants to do, the brain will like to release some chemicals that make the body repeat that same thing to earn more, because the brain loves praises and appreciation. Then family vacations, you can plan your family vacation, plan it, budget together. Oh, we are traveling to the village, our budget is 1 naira, 2 naira, whatever. We are going to spend it this way, that way. They will be part of that planning. Remember, it's age appropriate. You will not go and call a child of 2 years and 3 years, see them there and start planning how much are you spending. What do they know? They will tell you. I said age appropriate. They will get to a certain age before you plan some of these things with them. Remember, it's financial literacy for families, helping parents teach money management skills. If you've not subscribed, please hit the subscription button. That's the encouragement you give us for this wonderful free webinar. You are not paying to be here. Just give us that. Let that be the little token you will add. Click the subscription button and also click the like video. Like this video. If I say anything you like, give me the reactions now. That's a motivation for me. Then share if you are getting values in what you are doing. Now, easy tips to build financial skills. Financial skill is one of the very important skill every parent in this 2025 must, I can say that 100 times, must have and equally give your children. It will help your children a lot. It will save them from lots of troubles. It will save them from peer group influence. Like I said last week, this generation, they have two problems. One, money making. Two, um things about the body, immorality. These are the two problems they have. So if you're able to solve the part of immorality, what are you doing to solve the part of money? So if you're not having this conversation about money, you are gradually losing your influence over them. We are living in a generation where there is no more fear, there is no more shame. The other time we saw a video, people on the main road in Imo State pooing in a pool on the main road. They were stark naked. They are looking for money. So if you start early to give them some of these financial skills, you will save them, because like I said, they don't have shame again. Anything to do to get money, because they were not properly groomed on the value of money, on the need, and you didn't even help them to have some skills and values they can exchange for money. You didn't even build that character that will help them make the cash. You didn't even tell them that cash is the final stage of money making. You didn't train them on all that. So if even if that they are told to take their bath in the marketplace in by 12 in the afternoon at the full glare of everybody, they're ready to do that, because there's no more fear, there's no more shame. So it's is quite challenging for today's parents. In fact, every parent should be in a parent support group where you keep learning and keep growing, because it's getting terrible every day. Believe you me. Okay, was I done with the other one? Okay, okay. Easy tips to build financial skills. Use clear jars or apps to visualize saving and spending. You can use, there are lots of apps that can help you. You can use transparent jars. When they're putting the money, they're seeing it, they're excited and they want to put more. Then give allowance with purpose. Save, spend, give. Then you as a parent, how do you even spend your income? Do you actually save? There should be this saving culture you should have. Just like we consciously pay our 10% tithe, for those of us who pay, you consciously pay that. You can also consciously save 10% of whatever income you are getting. You can also consciously invest, even if it's 2% of your income. If you are doing buying and selling, every day you make profit. Do you even record your profit? Maybe you bought a shampoo 100 naira and you are selling it 150. You The 150 comes, you spend the 150, not knowing that your money there is that 50 naira profit, not the 100 naira. The 100 naira is the, in fact, if you even put your transportation money, your profit is not up to 50 naira. So from that 50 naira, remove 10% and save. When you do all that, you also teach your children. It's not about how much you are making, it's about the one that is coming. What are you doing with it? If you cannot do well when you are making 100,000, you are 100,000, you are not paying anything to the children's school, your children are owing school fees, you can't feed your children. Even if you get 1 million, you won't still do anything. So you learn that saving and investment culture. Set saving goals together. Do that with your children. Talk openly about money and financial choices. I've said that. I don't want to explain that. I don't want to stretch that much. Then helpful tools for parents. You can use Optimus by ActFreeInvest or other saving apps. Personally, I use Optimus. Optimus, the link to Optimus is in the description of this video. Just go there. Even if you need assistance with Optimus, drop your message. I will assist you free of charge. I will assist you. I'll drop my WhatsApp number and assist you if you want to use Optimus. It's a savings app. You can also invest there. There is mutual fund there. You can even invest in dollar in that Optimus. You can also save your money in dollar. So what, instead of leaving your money in the bank and every day they are charging for the card that is with you, they are charging you for it, they are charging you for this and charging you for that. If every time there is reason to charge you, Put your money where your money will work for you. That's what we call passive income. Every money you get, instead of asking yourself, what will I buy with this money, what will I spend with this money, ask yourself, how can this money work for me, what can I invest with this money? It's just like the Parents Academy we're talking about. That's an investment. If you have consciously lived a life of saving, you could have had 30,000 naira to invest in yourself. Invest in yourself and be in that academy to learn more things that will help you to also grow your money. So invest in yourself, invest your time in growing yourself, invest your money in developing yourself. Put yourself in circle, in communities where you keep growing, where you keep learning, growing, and growing yourself, developing yourself. That's why I even have my parenting journal. It's just 2,000 naira. You can invest in that. Buy that journal. It's in seller. Buy that journal, parenting journal, 2,000 naira for one full year. You journal your finances. How am I saving? My home heroes, I hope you are still journaling every Saturday. So every Saturday you journal. How have I been saving? What's my goal? What do I want to save in my parenting, my children? What am I doing? Just 2,000 naira. Invest in that. You can also invest in like I've invested in mutual fund. These are, you can even invest with as low as 1,000 naira. You can invest in mutual fund in Optimus with as low as, like, $1 is 1,600 and something. So 2,000 naira can get you $1 that you'll be saving in your Optimus app. Learn to save and invest. So whatever money you make, bring out a percentage and save. Why I'm hammering on this, when you consciously do this, your children will see you doing that. Once they get to maybe 16, 15, depending on the age you want to give them phone, let them have a bank account. Right now we have a lot of them, like the OPay and all that. You just put something like 500 naira, 1,000 naira in that account. Let them manage it. It can, like OPay for example, can be linked to your own. Even if your child spends 200 naira, you get notification as a parent. But when it comes to saving and investment, personally I use Optimus, and the link for my Optimus is in the description of this video. So just use the link and you join. You know, there are so many links flying out up and down. So for you to be sure of the one to use the one in the description of this video. If you're having challenges, drop it in the comment section or send me an email. I will respond and guide you step by step on how to open that Optimus. I'll guide you all through at no cost. These are things I do for my parents. For the fact you are in this community, in this parenting community, you will never lack the basic information you need to be financially stable and mentally stable. These are the two things I promise myself I will help my parents who are in this community to achieve. Then another thing, things that will help. I've talked about the apps. There are many of them, like Piggyverse and all that. I'm talking about the one I am using, so I can't talk about something I've not used. Then the games. And one thing with that Optimus, once you need your money, you just a click of button, the money goes back to your account. If you change to dollar, you can change to naira with that app. Change to dollar, transfer back to your account. No stress, no trouble. It's something I have used, so I know what I'm saying. So games like Monopoly. While growing up, I had that Monopoly. It's an interesting game that has to do with money. You can go to the market, look for it. It's board game. In fact, this is just that my children, we don't have a my youngest child is 13, so we don't have small children like that again. But then Monopoly is good to help them take their eyes away from the screen and at the same time learn about money. Is one of the things I want to buy for them this summer holiday come August. They will learn to play Monopoly. Why I like reduced in game thing, because I'm having people who are writing external exams. This one is writing WAEC, this one is writing JAM. So because of that, I'm reducing games and all that so that they can focus, write their exams and pass it. You know, there is time for everything. So Monopoly helps. The game of life, budgeting board games. There are games that will help your children in learning budgeting, spending and all that. Monopoly has money, is not real money, dollar, that they can be spending and all that. Then another helpful tool is being part of a parent support community. That's why I also talked about being a home hero. With 30,000 naira, you be in a community where you have unrestricted access to a trained professional guidance counselor who is experienced, that can guide you even in your finances, your mental health, your family, your everything, that will help you. Then continuous learning and implementation. So if you spent your 40 minutes to learn and listen to what I said, and you did not start today, I mean this moment, to implement it, I would just say you only wasted your time being here. I'm sorry about that. In fact, unapologetically, you wasted your time. I'm not sorry about it. So it's not about learning, it's about putting into practice what you've learned. That's the only way to grow. If you are learning and you're not putting into practice, you're not growing. So it's not about, oh, there's a free webinar, let me go and watch it. No, after watching, what next? In Igbo, we say, Gini we emezi. After watching, what next? Did you put it into practice? Did you start practicing about it? So that's the question. So this is the final slide. Let's chat and keep the conversation going. Do you have any question? Do you want to drop your comments? Whatever, whether you are watching now or you are watching the replay, drop your comments. I would love to read from you. Remember, there's a lot to do, but then I would also love to read from you. Share your own money teaching tips. Do you have extra things that will help us? Remember, when I started, I said, I'm also a fellow parent, a mom like you. We are all in this together, trying to be better parents and raise more responsible, resourceful, and productive adults. So if you have extra money teaching tips, drop it in the comment section. Let's all learn from you. Send email to globalinitiative18@gmail.com. Thank you for joining. You are helping shape your child's financial future. Okay, that is the end of the lecture. I'm waiting for questions. Do we have questions? Nobody has dropped questions so far. So thank you so much for showing up in today's video. It means you want the best for yourself and for your child. It means you want your retirement not to be, you don't want your old age to be regretful one, because now we are young. We need to do all we can do to prepare for our old age. You need to start now to invest. Start investing, having your passive income. Those of you, you can save to buy a land, you can save to buy stock. There are lots of investments you can do, preparing for your old age, and at the same time passing the same legacy to your children. This is the only way to break financial poverty. There are negative family patterns. Family poverty, everybody is poor. Grandfather was poor, father was poor, the great grandfather was poor. Poverty, poverty, poverty. The only celebration in that family is burial. They don't even have money for child education. Wedding, they don't even have what they to do. Where it's just small, they put wine on top of the girl's head and all that. That's poverty. So you can break that starting from your own children. Break it. Yes. Everything is not die by fire. These are practical things you can do. I am doing it, it's working. People are doing it, it's working. So you too can do it. So thank you so much for showing up. Let's do this again next week Sunday. I can't wait to see you on Sunday. Please, let's do this again next week Sunday. If you are watching the replay, try to come in live, because you will have questions you would have asked and I'll answer. But then it doesn't stop you from still asking your question. I will do justice to that. Until next week Sunday, continue to be a good parent, preserve those you were, train them very well for a better society. I remain your coach, Mma Okoye. Every detail you need to know about joining the academy, purchasing our books, even our ebook, purchasing the parenting journal, all of them are in the description. You want to join through my link for the Optimus, it's in the description. Use that and you will be building a better future for your children. Until next week, bye, cheers.